Hey guys, it is Friday and I'm just gonna do a weekend vlog. No estate sales this weekend, which I'm actually happy about because I have plenty to list and it's cold and we got another storm on the way because this winter is never gonna end. But I did get a couple orders overnight. I did get stuff listed last night. I've listed everything that I had photographed during the week except for 3 things that I'm totally stuck on. I did sign up for a Worth Point subscription. Finally, I got the cheapest one, which is still 20 bucks a month, but I did sign up for that. So if you are doing vintage collectibles, that kind of stuff, I am finding it helpful. So I'll link Worth Point below if you want to go learn more about them. I still, even with that, I can't find 2 music boxes and then some figurines. And I'll show those to you upstairs and maybe you guys have some ideas because I have gone through, you know, all the completed listings on eBay. I've looked at Etsy, I've done Google searches, I've done replacements.com, I've tried Worth Point, and I just can't find what I need to get these 3 other things listed. But in the meantime, I should just kind of move on and get to photographing easier stuff. You know, when you've got a big pile to list, my method is always get to the easy stuff first. And actually, I thought those things would be easy. Like, a couple of them are figurines that are very well marked, but yet I can't find any comps on them. And the music boxes. And I need to move on and do things that are super easy. Like, the cross-stitch kits and Hallmark ornaments, those are just so easy. It's super easy to find a comp on them. Or even if you can't find exactly that, it's easy to guess. So I need to photograph that stuff this weekend. I'm not doing any additional clothing right now because the wall that I take pictures against is literally piled up high with stuff I'm taking to the consignment store. So it's just my photo area is blocked. But that's fine. Get to the hard goods, get that stuff listed. But I'll now go ahead and show you what did sell overnight. Okay, here's what sold overnight. One of these vintage kits sold for $13.99, free shipping. And then little country store, the little farmers figurines. I got these at the estate sale last week, no, 2 weeks ago. This one sold for $29.99. I did have free shipping on it. These will go first class. I have had 2 clothing returns this week, and I'm just to the point where I just can't keep absorbing returns. So I have turned returns on clothing off. So I don't know what'll happen. You know, people can still file INAD cases on you, but you know, both of these items I had free shipping on. Now the buyers paid the return shipping, but I don't get the original shipping back. So I'm out the extra money. So it just cuts into the profits way too much. So I have changed it to no returns on clothing. All sales are final. We'll see. People don't read the listings, you know, they just buy off photos. So, but yeah, let me know what you're doing with returns. Do you still have them on, off? You know, I have always had returns with the buyer paying shipping. I'm not doing free returns, but I am doing free shipping the first way. And when you don't get that back, you know, it's just, now with the postal rates especially, it's just too much money to be out. So anyway, let me know what you guys are doing. Leave me a comment below. Okay, it's after lunch and another eBay order came in. This is a copper pan Miro. It's a zodiac sign thing. Finally sold it for $17.49. Did have free shipping on it. But again, I've had this a while, so I'm glad to get it out of here. So I came out to go to the consignment store, drop off stuff at Goodwill, and recycle. And here I came to the recycling bin, and they're taking it away. Dude, I just need the cardboard one. Leave the cardboard one. No. Ugh. Not driving all the way over to the other place. Oh, man. Oh, is he going to take it? Or is he taking the plastic? Take the plastic. I don't have any plastic. Here's winter in Iowa. What do you do with all the snow? They pile it in parking lots when they can. But right now there's so much that the intersections are super dangerous because, like, you can see that little there you normally would pull out. It's just covered on both sides. So you like are praying to God that people are driving slow and that they're going to see you pull out, or you're going to see them coming. One of the two. Well, he's still poking around. Which one is he taking? Just crush my hopes and dreams, sir. Crush my hope. Oh, it's full anyway. I wonder if I could even get it. Well, forget that. We do have recycling pickup. I recycle so much that I don't have enough. And I forgot to put last week's bin out. So there's that. Yep, he's going to take cardboard. So no point in sitting here anymore. Well, I guess I'll go to the grocery store. Okay, Friday night, and I have 3 more eBay orders. Another little stamp set here. This ended up going for $10.49. Hummel. This one went for $54.99. And then this figurine just listed, another one of these country store little farmers. This one I priced it, I couldn't find any comps, so I priced it at $79.99. Now all these items ship for free. This Hummel, you can tell there, 1981, West Germany. What I usually do with my Hummels is I go onto replacements.com, I see what they're selling them for, and then I go lower than that. And then of course there's sales, free shipping. I have had this a while, so happy to see her go to a new home. And like I said with this, or did I may have found, I can't remember now if I found a comp on, I don't think I did. I couldn't find any comps on these. So that's, I did the $80. There were some of this line, the little farmers, that had Santa on it, and those went, or those do go for upwards of 100, maybe even a little more than 100. So I thought, well, this is a big piece. It's not the Santa, obviously, but let me try high. It wasn't on sale. I didn't do a promoted listing on it. It just sold right away. So yay. Look for the country store. There's little farmers. They're made in Taiwan. We're made in Taiwan. Taiwan is a good indicator when people ask you, well, how do you know it's vintage? Well, I go by the country. So if it's made in China, China didn't start producing things, or at least labeling them, for mass distribution really up until like the late 90s. I do find some things from the 80s that are China, but Taiwan, China claims Taiwan as China, whereas Taiwan claims they're their own country. And you can see made in Taiwan, but it's Republic of China. Well, I don't believe China allows Taiwan to stamp anything made in Taiwan anymore. It just says made in China. So there's one way, although this is dated 1983. And Etsy says anything before the year 2000 is vintage. So I go by them, what their rule is. But yeah, if I see something that's made in Taiwan, that's an indication that it is before the year 2000, because like I said, China doesn't allow Taiwan to mark Taiwan anymore. They have to mark China. Japan, obviously, because Japan, like us, now has China manufacture everything. So if you see made in Japan, well, very little other than cars and electronics gets manufactured in Japan anymore. So if you see Japan, that's typically means it's vintage. Obviously made in the USA, because again, we now manufacture everything in China. And the other one would be, oh gosh, what is the other one that I always look for? Oh, Korea. Korea. Same with Japan and US. They manufacture in China now. So United States, Taiwan, Japan, Korea. Usually if they're marked with those countries, it's a good indication that it's vintage if you're not seeing a date. And of course, West Germany, that's before the Berlin Wall fell, and that is dated as well. But West Germany is going to indicate vintage. Although I don't know, other than like fine porcelain and China, I don't know what's manufactured in Germany. So then that trumps it being older if it is being manufactured in Germany still today. So anyway, that's a little lesson in vintage. I should maybe do a whole video about that. Countries of origin, how I decide if it's vintage, after I just told you all here, but maybe I'll film a separate video. I need to film some standalone videos this weekend, so maybe I'll do that one. It is Saturday, and we're iced in. Got a lot of freezing rain drizzle last night. Super fun out. Thankfully, I don't have to leave the house. I had one sale overnight. This is a clown doll, Brins. $20.99. I think I got it for a quarter. I just started a new week of promoted listings at 3%, and I started sales. I put clothing at 40 and everything else at 20, which brings me to the decision I have made about clothing, and that is that I'm not going to sell it anymore for the time being. I was kind of talking to myself on Instagram last night. I'm like, you know, I don't like to sell clothing that much. I mean, I hate to say it, sound ungrateful. Look, it sells. It's good bread and butter stuff, but I don't like it. It hurts my back. It's difficult. What on earth was that? It's difficult for me to deal with. Oh dear. It's a pain for me, literally, like physically a pain. And right now I don't need it. I'm, financially better than I was last year. So I don't need the clothing. So I'm trying to liquidate what's listed, which is still all of this. And then I do have some spring summer stuff in here. I'm going to pull and take to the consignment store, which is fine because they mark clothes way up, which is kind of another thing for me. The consignment store I take to marks clothes up so high that sometimes the payout ends up being more than I would even make if I just listed it myself. Now, that just because I take it in and they mark it at a starting price doesn't mean it's going to sell for that. They have sales, sometimes go to clearance, but for some lower dollar items, especially if you get it there right in season, tends to do pretty well. So I'm going to pull the spring and summer that is not listed, start taking that to the consignment store. Then I'm going to look at the fall winter, and I may just hold on to it and start taking it. They'll probably start fall winter like in July. They, every 6 months they switch out to what they're taking. I thought about lotting it up, but these are just bread and butter brands. And I actually did pay like $2, $3 for a lot of these pieces. So I think I can make more at the consignment store than even if I tried to lot it up on eBay. So anyway, this is honestly my hesitation with doing it. And this is so stupid, but is the fact that I have these clothing racks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. I thought I had 7. I've got 6. These were like $60 each. They're all put together. Now, ideally, I could get these racks out of here. I could move my shelving units down further. And maybe put those in the middle. And I can actually have that half of the basement be something other than inventory. Or add more inventory. But this whole middle would be open. And that would be really nice. I kind of like to have more house than inventory. I was talking to myself. Well, I do Instagram stories, which you're talking to people who are watching you, but I just feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm very unedited over there for the most part. So if you're not following me over there, you want to hear what I really think about stuff. But I'm like, I've got the clothing racks. And then I woke up this morning, I'm like, wait a minute. This is my business. I can do what I want. I don't have to sell clothing if I don't want to sell clothing or don't have to. And I get it. Sometimes we all have to sell things we don't really want to sell, we're not interested in because that's what the market demands and we need the money. And last year I felt like I really needed the money and I needed to sell clothes. Right now, I don't need to. Does that mean I won't in the future? Could totally need to later on. But if I don't need to do it and I don't really like to do it, then why do it? 'Tis the question of the day. If you don't love it, you don't need it, you don't like it, you don't want it, you don't have to do it. So, yeah, anyway, kind of made that decision just this morning. I told my dad, and he was like, oh, thank God, because he hates clothes. And another thing, like I was talking about, sourcing clothing. Every time I go to Goodwill, I end up like days with my arm in a mess because just the pulling and the sorting, my back is wrecked. Just physically, clothing can be really difficult, unless you're getting super lightweight, small items that you can flat lay on a table. But the hanging and the mannequin, it's a lot. It is a lot physically. And I'm just kind of like, same with the dishes. It's just physically, it's too much and I don't want to do it. And if I don't have to do it, then I need to ask myself, why am I doing it? So anyway, yeah, let me know if you were me. If you pull all these clothing racks out, and maybe I could have, I could get my doll houses up. If I could move some of my inventory down further, this would be open. I could have my doll houses up here. Some of my collectibles and things I enjoy. More of an actual basement with just that half inventory. That'd be really nice. Be really, really nice. So anyway, that's the thought process. But in the meantime, this poor doll, she does ship for free, so that's going to be fun. Trying to find a box for her to go in because she's long. I don't think she'll fit in a shoebox. Sorry for the photos of the laundry. This is a mess. Well, see here, I think my dad can take the clothing racks down because I hate to get rid of them because what if I need them later on? But here's the situation. Put the clothing racks on the other side of the basement. Oh, we got a few decorations over here. I had the furnace guy had to come out last week and check the furnace. And he literally came back here and he just stopped and he stared. Like he was just in shock of all of this. Which, you know, I hope he was in awe because it is fabulous. But, yeah, here are the... I don't think you're going to fit in the shoebox. Oh, will you? Shoot, no. Well, another one of those things that I'm trying to get away from because it's so hard to ship. Like I told my dad, we're not going to be saving larger boxes for the, oh, I might need it to ship in. Because I'm not going to get larger items. So, I don't know. Dad, what do you think this can go in? It won't go in a shoebox. Say hello to the camera and tell them you just walked down the stairs by yourself.
I have a cane.
Oh my gosh, the cane should stay on the ground.
What do you want, Dad?
This has to go in a box and it won't go in a shoebox. Oh, any of these down here? Find something? All right. Lucy, are you 13 today? Is it your 13th birthday? Huh? Are you grandma? Are you grandma? Are you 13? You're a big girl. You're such a big girl, aren't ya? There's a smile. Charles, it is not your birthday. And you are very much too. We're trying to get Lucy's pictures. Got her so pretty. Yeah. Good girl. Look at me. Look at me. No, don't jump. Ooh. So it's after dinner, Saturday night. I mainly loafed today, to be honest with you. I did work on one of my books a bit. I'm working on 2 new books. So I did work on one a bit. Did some relistings, but, you know, just kind of household stuff. But generally, I sat on my butt in the living room and just, like, played with my phone and watched TV. And I didn't feel the least bit bad about it. But I did have a few more sales, getting the clothing out of here. It's now 40% off. So this Coldwater Creek top, this went for $14.99. These 2 tops, they went for $5.33 each. These I had marked down to, you know, $8.88 or something originally. So anyway, a Wildflower and a Maurice's. These are going to the consignment store. I started pulling short sleeve spring summer stuff to take to the consignment store. This is fall winter that I will just wait. Or if I were to get desperate, need money, I can always pull them, take them. As these items end, well, not this because that's a coat. Or if it's like metallic-y sparkly, because I think they consider that fall winter. If it's spring summer and it ends, it'll go to the consignment store. But these are all long sleeve and jacket items. So we'll see if I can move them, you know, end of season clearance anyway. I'd want to get rid of that stuff. All this stuff is listed, but you know, a lot of this, if it can't go to the consignment store now, can go later. So I'm not, you know, I'm not just getting rid of it. I'm not going to not make money on it. And yeah, I'm excited. I feel like a huge weight is lifted off my shoulder. Even though everybody who knows me is making fun of me. They're like, okay, so you'll be selling clothes again March 1st, which it could happen. But I would like to, I am just in downsizing mode for everything. My life, business. I mean, I don't want to make less money, but I want to maintain what I make without it taking over my house. Because I am feeling suffocated in this house with eBay everywhere. And I want to figure out how I can still maintain eBay at the level I want without feeling like it's in every friggin' room of the house. So anyway, hopefully the 40% off sale will get some more sales going before Monday. Hey guys, it is Sunday morning and I've had 4 sales to start today. The clothing is moving, so that's great. I want to mention something on here before anybody leaves a comment below, because I'm getting a lot of these comments on Instagram where I also posted about getting out of clothes. So the thing of it is, I'm getting constant messages and comments. You need to sell on Poshmark. You need to sell on Mercari. Here's the thing. I've already sold on Poshmark. I don't want to sell anywhere else other than eBay right now. Just eBay. I don't want to be on Poshmark. I don't want to be on Mercari. I really don't want to be on Etsy. I have a few lots over there. I don't sell on Amazon anymore. I just want to focus vintage on eBay. That's what I want to do, and that's what's working for me. I don't have to be doing clothing right now. Also, I have a consignment store that I take things to. So again, I don't have to liquidate this stuff online. I take it to the consignment store. If nothing else, I'll make my money back. And in most cases, I will make a profit. So it's quick and easy. There you go. So oh my God, I'm getting so many messages and comments on Instagram and it's driving me bonkers. So anyway, before anybody, you need to sell a Poshmark book cart. I don't want to. I don't need to. I've got my plan. I think a good rule of social media or just life in general is unless somebody asks for your opinion, you don't give it. Agree with me? I think most of you agree with me. But you just get those people who cannot help tell you what to do. It drives me bonkers. But anyway, my dad's working on China, so I can get that. That's another one. What are you going to do with the China? Why don't you take it here with you? Sell it on Facebook group. Oh my God. You guys. Oh, I don't know. Why do I have to keep explaining myself to some people? 99.9% of you get it. There's just that 1%. But anyway, we know how that goes. Anyway, so yeah, my dad's working on getting China wrapped up and getting the trunk, although not going anywhere today. The wind gusts are over 50 miles an hour right now, and we had snow. My back door where I let the dogs out is completely like drifted shut. I mean, I can open it, but gotta shovel it out. They're advising do not travel, especially out in the country. A lot of stores are closed, so not obviously going anywhere today like I would anywhere on a Sunday, but let's just be honest about that. But at least trying to get some things in the trunk so that when we can get out, I can unload more and get these shelves emptied out, get the clothing shelves hopefully emptied out, and my new plan, which I really want to get my office down here for photographing and listing. I'll still keep an office upstairs for my other work, but I'd really like to get the majority of eBay stuff down here. Not shipping, because Papa wants to do the shipping upstairs, which is fine. But if I could get everything else done down here, that would make my life so much easier and less stress and not have eBay in like every room of the house other than the bathrooms pretty much. So that's kind of, it's not going to happen overnight because I have a lot to liquidate, a lot to move around. So, but that's the ultimate goal, is to get my eBay stuff back down here and just down here. It'll take a while, but I'm excited to do it. Who's that man coming down the stairs?
That's me.
How does it feel?
How does it feel what?
Are you in pain?
No, I'm fine.
Using your cane?
I took a pain pill this morning.
Pain pill. Drug addict.
Yeah.
Taking some dishes. You having fun?
Oh, yeah.
See, I don't know what you think I did. I didn't do anything over here.
Well, that's good, but I thought you did.
Oh, no, I didn't. I've been working on the
Well,
clothes.
you didn't?
Well, because I've been working on pulling clothes for the consignment store.
Okay.
But yeah, this is all still, got to get it in the trunk.
That's a lot of them.
I know. We're not going to give that tub away, right?
No.
I can take that upstairs, Dad.
Too heavy.
I know. It's all too heavy. I wish I could snap my fingers and make it go away. Oh my God, I just brought dishes upstairs. I'm going to die. No more dishes. Here's the, I don't even have the prices, guys. Everything's 40% off. Cabby sweater, this Ralph Lauren hoodie, a Lauren Conrad, and another Lauren Conrad. And then those are the three things that sold last night. Brought them all up now so we can get them shipped out. Okay, guys, Sunday night. Getting ready to watch The Walking Dead. It's so good. If you stopped watching it 2 seasons ago when Negan came on, which who can blame you because he ruined the show. But it's so much better this year. Anyway, this Disney shirt, I actually just picked this up at Ross for like 49 cents. But again, everything's 40% off now. Clothing sold for $14.99 with free shipping. All my other items are 20% off. So it's always hard when I went from a 30% off sale to a 20%. So the hard goods sales have kind of tanked. But right now, it's all about moving out the clothes. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this weekend vlog. If you liked it, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.